Hope you're doing great. Today's podcast is about the most neglected nutrient, protein. See, the first thing that comes to our mind when someone says protein is that boring high school bio class, or some bulky gym enthusiast hogging egg whites and protein shakes, or extreme muscularity of a bodybuilder, or some random advice stating that consuming excess protein is harmful to our kidneys, or that girls shouldn't take protein because it causes hormonal imbalance, or that it's only good for people who are into muscle building. But I'm here to give you a perspective that's different from all of this. So, do you remember the sentence that proteins are the building blocks of our body? That famous fill in the blank on our question papers during high school, right? So that's exactly what this podcast is all about. Reminding you about the protein importance and the role that it plays in our body, and more so how we have distanced ourselves from consuming it with myths and random advice, and what to do about it. See, if you have low calcium or vitamin D in your body, it causes joint pains, correct? Low vitamin C means weak immunity. You fall sick very often. But how do you know that if you're protein deficient? Let me give you 3 simple tests. First of all, are you overweight? Second, do you have lesser energy levels compared to a year back? Third, do you know somebody who looks 40 but is actually 25 or is much younger? I can go on giving tests like this, but I guess this is enough for now. All these mean one and only one thing, that my friend, you're deficient in protein. Not just that, let me tell you that by default all of us are protein deficient. Studies upon studies have proven this now. So why are we protein deficient in the first place? See, our body, right, it needs protein for not just growth and maintenance of tissues, but enzymes are proteins that aid thousands of chemical reactions inside the body. Protein and polypeptides make up most of our body's hormones like insulin, glucagon, growth hormone, etc. Some proteins like keratin and elastin and collagen make up skin and hair. Proteins help antibodies to fight infection and strengthen our immune health. Mucous membrane is made of protein. The mucus secreted is also a form of protein. And many more functions are done by proteins inside our body. Now that we have understood this, let's look at what's happening inside the body first. Do you know that hydrochloric acid that's secreted inside the stomach when you feel hungry has a pH of 1 to 2.5? Meaning, if this strong acid comes in contact with your skin, right, with this level of pH, it can eat away the flesh till the bones in no time. Now, the same acid is being secreted inside our stomach ever since our birth, and nothing is happening to us, right? Ever wondered why? The mucous membrane present inside the stomach protects the wall by neutralizing this acid on the stomach layer. It secretes mucus which neutralizes this acid. And this phenomenon is happening for ages inside our body. And like I told earlier, mucus is a form of a protein, right? So why do you think hair fall occurs then? When there is no sufficient amount of protein in our body, it takes the protein from lesser important areas like hair and skin and breaks down that protein to protect the stomach. If it doesn't do that, holes form inside the stomach and there is a danger that the acid gets secreted into the blood, which might eventually kill you. So proteins are made from 20 amino acids, out of which 9 are essential, which need to be supplied from food, and 11 are made inside the body, which are non-essential. So to get these 9 amino acids right, not just quantity of the food matters, but variety of foods also. So these 20 amino acids in various permutations and combinations are used by the body, right? There are no more or new kinds of proteins. So that's the reason why body always looks for protein from a lesser important area to break it down and use it for a more important function inside the body. So having said that, how much protein do you eat daily? Recommended dietary allowance by World Health Organization says that we need 1 gram per kg body weight of protein. For example, if you weigh 60 kg, we need 60 grams of protein on a daily basis. Don't forget, daily. Not weekly, not monthly, daily. If you are experiencing symptoms like hair fall, fatigue, dull and aged skin, we should need more protein, around 1.2 to 1.5 gram per kg body weight. So for example, 60 kg of body weight requires 72 to 90 grams of protein on a daily basis. And to get all the essential amino acids that you need, you should eat at least 5 to 6 variety of protein sources to get these amino acids. So now whether you're getting this much protein or not is a judgment that I leave with you. There are enough apps which can tell you this if you type in the food that you ate and the quantity. Chances are you're not getting enough protein daily. Maybe once in a week, yes, when you eat non-veg or something, but daily, no. So if this is the case, why are we worried about kidney failure and bulking muscles? So our body doesn't feel protein thirsty or amino acid hungry, right? Giving you a signal whenever it is deficient in protein. Meaning there is no straightforward way to tell that you're protein deficient. So with this awareness at least, we should reduce the unnecessary junk that we eat and invest in good protein-rich foods and supplements. Some very good sources of protein are, plant sources like legumes, nuts, and high-protein vegetables such as peas, broccoli, spinach. And we can also include some protein supplements like whey, casein, egg, and soy protein. I'll do a different podcast another day where I'll discuss in detail about various protein sources and how to evaluate the proper ones. But my intention was to get your attention to what's happening inside your body that might be causing a silent damage, which one day will show up as a bald head or diabetes or thyroid, or worst, a heart attack. So let's eat right and prevent these complications. We might be deficient, but if we do something about it today, we can prevent ourselves from becoming diseased soon. So hope this added some value to you guys. Thank you.